All right, back with you on the Bronx Buzz. I am thrilled that my old buddy is here. And I mean old because if it's a long time, not, of course, referring to
Indeed.
his age. That's right. Bob Kappstatter, people in the Bronx know him as Cappy. Nice to have you with us.
Nice to be back for the umpteenth time.
Yep, nobody's counting.
Yeah.
But for people who don't know, Bob Kappstatter, a longtime Daily News reporter, editor, and columnist, currently a photojournalist and travel writer. He also is a longtime friend of mine, as I've indicated. And so it's nice to see you. Talk to me about taking pictures. You take, and I see them on your Facebook page and Instagram and everywhere you are. You have converted your media work really to photography.
Pretty much. I'm also doing travel writing. I just did a piece that ran. I'm a contributing writer at New York Lifestyles magazine now,
Right.
doing travel and restaurant reviews. That's a tough job, I gotta tell you.
And he's out to
But
here.
Yeah, but photography. I've said it before. I did double major in journalism school, but then I found out cameras they're kind of heavy. Reporter's pad and a pen, kind of light. So I went that way. But
So it was a
always had a passion for photography.
but
Got away from it during my reporting days, but now I'm back in it full time,
so
and it's just a
let's
passion.
let's start here with an archival photo, which is when I saw it, that
Yeah.
was what made me say, "Hey, I ought to call Cappy and bring him back on the show." You were around during the time when Son of Sam,
Oh yes.
unfortunately, was murdering people, and so let's take a look at this photo. This is interviewing Bobby Violante, who is one of the victims of
Right.
Son of Sam.
He
So
was
for
Son of Sam's last shooting victims.
Wow. For people who don't know, I mean, there are people younger than us. You may not believe it, but it's true. Why don't you recount a little bit about who Son of Sam was and what this was and why this is such a significant photograph?
Well, I can't recall the victim count at this point. It was at least eight, 10 people.
Wow.
He was a postal worker at the main Bronx post office, and he started this reign of terror. Obviously, he was a wacko. He was taking commands from his neighbor's dog,
From his
just
neighbor's dog, yeah.
nutsy stuff.
And
Um,
he,
but I mean, he had the city terrorized.
he
Young women,
basically would sneak up on young
yeah,
lovers in many
yes,
cases who are like in their cars and shoot them,
yeah.
brutally
Now,
murder 'em.
yeah, and now Bobby Violante was on a date that night with Stacy Moskowitz in
Yes.
Brooklyn at a park down in Bath Beach, and Sam came up on them, fired. Stacy died a few days later in the hospital. Bobby lost vision in his left eye. Um, and this photo, I'm doing an exclusive interview with him. He's sitting with his father over at Kings County Hospital. Um, I forget how I got the exclusive interview, but we got it. So,
Did he
and
did he
he went up to become a postal worker too, strangely enough.
That is strangely
And
enough. And so he was okay. Did he say anything of significance that made you go, "Oh,"
it's
like,
been so many
oh, you don't
years.
remember? All right. I guess we could look up the Daily News archives and find out what it was. Um,
Yeah, it's kind of tough. But and Sam is still in prison. He's
David
69 years old
Berkowitz
now.
is his name, of course.
Yeah, it's David Berkowitz from
He
Yonkers.
claims to be reformed, but as far as
He's
I'm
found
concerned,
Jesus and the whole
yeah, I'm sure he did.
routine.
Yeah,
So
he's found anything that would help him get out of jail for the rest of
there
his
you
life.
go. There you
Um,
go.
so
Okay.
the other thing I want
So
to ask, and we'll start off with Caesar of the Dirty Ones in Brooklyn, and you'd have a number of these photos.
yeah.
These guys let you they were proud and let you take their photo.
Yeah, it started. I was at the Morrison Avenue Festival a couple of years ago, and a bunch of them were up there, and I took their photo, and they were happy to have their group photo shot. And this motorcycle crew is in Brooklyn on a route that I sometimes take home. So one day I stopped by and I said, "Hey, I think I got a picture of some of your guys. Take a look at this on my cell phone." And we started, I said, "Listen, I'd love to take pictures of you guys." Yeah,
And
come on
so
by. So
we're gonna
I've been working with these guys for almost 2 years now.
wow. And so I
And
want to
I
just
don't know
run.
where I'm going with it. I don't know what it's going to come about, but I'm enjoying the photography.
And
Maybe do a
it's
book or a magazine piece. I don't know. We'll see.
it's amazing because the black and white works very well. Do you shoot them in
Yeah.
color and then convert to black and white, or do you shoot and then it's black and white?
Well,
Well, I
for
guess now with
many,
digital technology, it's easy to convert it to black and white.
yeah, but sometimes converting from color to black and white, you lose a certain quality.
Oh,
But a bunch of years ago, somebody put out a challenge for black and white shooting, and I discovered, hey, you know what? Black and white, especially with when it comes to people shots,
yeah,
has more impact. It's more
yeah.
dramatic. So I choose. I usually set my camera for black and white if I know I'm going to be shooting these guys or
So
others.
let's just go through it. So there's the brass knuckles guy, uh,
Oh yeah, that's Ness.
and I'm sure that they're probably incredibly nice to be with, but they don't look like they look rather imposing in
Well,
those photographs.
they can be intimidating if they have to be. Let's put it that way.
They are.
Listen, some of these guys they've done jail time,
I'm sure.
but
Uh,
most of them, they got married, they found Jesus, whatever. They got
wow.
steady jobs during the week.
And so
It's funny. Yeah.
no, I'm
Let
just
me
going to say they.
I asked Ness, let's do a picture of you with your rings. So
Yeah.
I said show
So
them up
yeah,
to the camera,
I want to move
and
ahead. So we've got
yeah,
Ram.
I got
We'll
to give you
show.
his quote. Let me just give you his quote. He said, "Brass knuckles are illegal in New York
Yeah,
City."
yeah. Yeah. But I just by
That's
the
why they
way.
wear the rings,
Yeah, yeah, by the
decoration
way.
and defense.
So there's
Okay.
also
Anyway.
Ram, who's got more tattoos than you could imagine.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, and
then,
Ram's he's a pussy cat. I love
yeah, I'm
Ram.
sure he
We're
is.
buddies.
But they like the image.
So,
Listen, I'm not going to
he's one
prejudge
of my favorite
anybody.
parts.
You got the Williamsburg crew from the Dirty Ones. Uh,
Yeah, this was a celebration night, and I said, "Come on, guys, look as mean as you can."
yeah, it doesn't
And
take
they
it's not that very difficult. Then there's I want to go through them. There's Ivan and Jace who are with the Dirty Ones, and then you
Yeah,
have the
that's
guys.
just a picture I just grabbed. These guys love to hug. I mean, it's masculine, embracing,
It's a thing of
macho.
beauty.
Yeah.
And then of course sitting in front of I guess what is that their headquarters or
Oh, that's
something
in
like
front of
that.
their headquarters. Yeah, I was just, I was hanging with them one Saturday, and I walk out and I see all these guys are sitting. They're all on their cell phones. So I ran out into the street before with the red light, and I grabbed that shot. It was just
But
such a perfect shot.
this is really a gallery exhibit, really. I think of all
Oh,
those.
thank you.
Anyway, I do want to move it ahead to some of the Brooklyn shots. I thought it was
Okay.
you sent it to us and you called it cute dog. I mean, I didn't think
Well,
that was
yeah. I
fair to
mean,
the
how else can
people.
you call that? What else do you see in it? I just saw a cute dog in that photo.
There's a couple of people walking down the block.
Yeah.
The Coney Island picture, the woman with the lips, that is the funniest thing I ever saw. It's adorable.
That was amazing. I just grabbed that shot so fast and prayed that it can. And her husband was going with the hand, no pictures. And then I
Oh
said,
yeah, right. He's in the background. He's like, no, 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 no.
yeah, yeah,
Which brings up the point. Aside from the dirty ones, but when you walk around, we're going to see a couple of others in Coney Island.
yeah.
You get pictures of people that I'm like, if I was there, people would punch me out. How do you do it?
You go by vibes. Some people, I'll have the camera ready and preset so I can just go up like that and grab it real fast, bang, bang, two or three shots.
And
Other
nobody complains.
No, I
Wow.
think once or twice some guy came over and said, "Hey, let me see what you shot in that camera." I said, "No, it's nothing. I'm not even good.
Yeah.
Actually, I wasn't even shooting you. I was shooting the beach. You were in the way." So,
And then
um,
the next Coney
and
Island,
sometimes I'll just walk up and I say, "Hey, you look cool, or that's a cool outfit, or I love your tattoos. Can I shoot you?"
and
Yeah,
nowadays
sure.
people let you take their picture. That's great.
Listen,
The other
40,
Coney,
almost 50 years in the newspaper business. You walk up to strangers. It's what you do in the business.
it's
So
what you do.
you get the
And
vibe.
I want to
So
move on because I want to get them all.
okay. Yeah.
The other Coney Island picture of the two people sitting on the bench together. What I just love is it's just a slice. It's an iconic slice of life. Is
And
the way I
I
look at
don't
that.
know how to read that picture. I don't know if it's an intimidating. shot or if it's a loving shot. I've never been able to really
Oh,
figure that.
I think it's a loving shot. What do you think is intimidating about it?
It's just the way the guy is holding her face, and I
Oh,
don't.
I see.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Maybe
We'll take a
uh,
reader poll. Everybody,
and
call into Gary. Give him your opinion.
yeah, yeah, please do.
All right.
And then the next Coney Island shot, this woman is tattooed, and if I'm getting it right, there's like a kind of a I don't know. She's almost looks like a flower pot. She's
Well,
just
I
completely
snuck a
covered.
few photos in. I went up to her and I said, "Hey, I love your tats. Can I take a shot or two?" She said, "Yeah, sure."
Well,
So
somebody like that, we would presume wants to show off, the whole
I
bit
would
there.
presume also. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
you went to the 4th of July and got the people on the beach watching the fireworks.
this was down on the 69th Street Pier in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn,
Oh,
and I'm not going to shoot firework pictures. That's technical stuff, and who cares?
and you're not going
So
to get good pictures
proud.
anyway.
I went around shooting the people, looking at the fireworks, and I just love this group shot of these people intensely looking, involved, and she's cuddling against him and all that stuff. And
This is Americana.
people picture,
Yeah. And then we've talked about your trip to Cuba and
right.
the pictures in Havana, but you just provided a couple here. So, what are
Uh,
these two photos?
well, a lot of photos I look at a second or a third time that I passed on using the first time, and I
Hmm.
said, well, maybe if I crop this photo down, and this photo was a larger photo. I didn't care for it, and I said, wait a minute, let me take a look. Maybe I can crop this one down, and this is what I got on the cropping, and I love it. So
It,
it's a
it,
favorite shot now.
yeah, what really sets it off is the picture of the paintbrushes on the right side there, and then the next to the last. Wow, we really got through all of them. The next to the last
Whoa,
picture
yeah, we're going
is
to make it. All right.
another picture right in the street of
Yeah, this was.
Havana.
I shot this in. I shot this originally in black and white, and I think it works as in black and white. But then the color of it too. I just decided to let me go back to the color and see how it looks.
There you
And I
go.
like it
Looks
both
great.
ways, color and black and
And
white.
then the final one is, I think I've seen this before. This is a
Yeah,
kind of a
maybe on the
landscape.
last show. Maybe I'm trying. I was down. This is a shot I took on my last trip down to North Carolina in October, looking for foliage, which was a bad season for foliage. But
Oh, it was. Okay.
but this is my favorite. This is my
And
favorite location.
you didn't play with the colors or anything like that.
No,
Wow.
no. This is what you see, and that blueness in the mountains. That's why this is on the Blue
The
Ridge
Blue Ridge
Parkway.
Mountains. Wow. Listen, we gotta run. Bob
Okay,
Kappstatter.
there
And
we go.
you
We
are
did it. We got through.
did it. You're a great friend. You're a great friend and a great
Yes.
photographer. And I see your work all the time, and it's getting better and better. And you can
Hopefully.
guarantee we're going to invite you again.
Okay,
All
Gary.
right.
Always happy to
And
be
that
here.
will do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for the Bronx Buzz. We thank Sam Turvey for joining us in the first segment, Bob Kappstatter in the second segment, and we'll see you next week. Good night.